Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on July 17, 2023. Extreme heatwave live, millions in Europe, US and Asia hit by severe heat. China records its highest ever temperature. The Guardian, China shatters all-time high temperature record with a sizzling 52.2 C. The Independent, record-breaking 52.2 degrees Celsius temperature hit China on Sunday, stoking fears of drought. Euronews, China records its hottest ever temperature as mercury hits 52.2 C. Evening Standard, heatwaves, world reels from wildfires, floods as US and China discuss climate crisis. Boyfriend claims woman who vanished on side of highway was kidnapped. The Independent, boyfriend of Alabama nursing student, 25, says she was kidnapped. Daily Mail, Carly Russell, cops reveal key detail about woman who vanished after 911 call over toddler. The Mirror, she was literally fighting for her life. Boyfriend, family of Carly Russell speak out after her return home. WBRC, starting to sound like that Sherry Papini lady, Carly Russell faked abduction conspiracy sparks raging debate online. U.S. climate envoy meets Chinese counterpart on hottest ever day in China. The Guardian, climate envoy John Kerry in Beijing talks as U.S. seeks to raise China relations from historic low. The Independent, John Kerry arrives in China to revive climate talks. Al Jazeera English, U.S. envoy Kerry in China for climate talks amid Beijing heatwave. DW News. DW News, 5 things you need to know to start your day. Tunisia says it will not be reception center for returning migrants. The Guardian, Tunisia and EU finalize deal on migration. Al Jazeera English, Dutch MEP slams EU-Tunisia migration deal. Euractiv, EU signs off €1 billion deal with Tunisia to help stem irregular migration. The Guardian, Tunisia and EU sign a strategic partnership on economy and migration. Hong Kong and Macao brace as powerful typhoon Talim heads for China coast. The Independent, schools and stock market closed as typhoon Talim sweeps south of Hong Kong. Bridport and Lyme Regis News, typhoon Talim expected to smash into China late Monday. Reuters, typhoon Talim, Hong Kong tells residents to brace for storm heading for China. The Independent, Hong Kong scraps Monday trading because of typhoon Talim. Opinion, the £12 trillion trade deal is another comically exaggerated Brexit benefit. The Independent, UK trade CC, delighted to be the first new member of CPTPP, latest world news, WION. WION, CPTPP trade deal will benefit UK if we use it, says Kemi Badenoch. BBC, UK signs comprehensive and progressive agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership. Government UK, Britain joins Indo-Pacific Trade Bloc, WION. Australian sailor and dog rescued after months lost at sea. Sky News, Australian sailor and his dog survived 2 months at sea. BBC, Australian sailor and his dog found alive after months adrift. The Times, Australian man and his dog survive months at sea eating raw fish and rainwater. South Korea floods, tunnel horror brings home climate fears. BBC, rescuers try to reach people stuck in flooded tunnel in South Korea. Guardian News, 12 bodies pulled from tunnel after flash flood in South Korea. The Times, South Korea, multiple bodies recovered from flooded tunnel. BBC News. BBC News, 40 dead and 10,000 evacuated as heavy rain batters South Korea. Iran's morality police to resume headscarf patrols. BBC, morality police return to Iran's streets in fresh crackdown on women not wearing headscarves. Evening Standard, morality police back on Iran's streets in search of hijab offenders. The Times, Iran puts morality police back on the streets in dress code crackdown. Euronews, Iranian women continue to defy headscarf law as morality patrols return. Australia baffled as unidentified mystery object washes up on beach. BBC, police look for clues after mystery object washes up on beach in Australia. Sky News, mysterious giant cylinder washes up on Australian beach as public urged to stay away. The Independent, space vehicle linked to mystery object on remote beach. Mandurah Mail, Public warned away from mystery cylinder washed up on Australian beach. ITV News. Europe braced for record temperatures as second heat storm hits. The Independent. Weather. Latest. Earth to become inferno if warnings ignored, as China records highest ever temperature. Sky News. Heatwaves. Europe and southwest US gripped by extreme temperatures. BBC. Europe heatwave map. Is heatwave coming to UK? The Independent. Heatwave health warnings across US and southern Europe. BBC News. Why is the Kerch Bridge attack significant to the war in Ukraine? The Guardian. Ukraine, 2 dead after attack on Crimea Bridge. BBC News. BBC News. Kremlin says it won't cut ties with West, dialogue channels still needed. Reuters. Russian officials clear debris from Crimea Bridge. The Independent. Deaths. Explosions reported as key bridge from Crimea to mainland Russia closed. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.